Wallabies. This should be fun. That's the word I'm going to use to start off with. This should be fun. Um, we will see, won't we? It's a real test for Australia. Australia have got something to kick on with now. Union in Australia has certainly been dwindling, so fingers crossed this is going to help. There it is. So, yeah, hopefully this is going to help Australian Rugby Union because it is dwindling. But thank you, everyone, for joining me. The stream's down there. We got the teams. So if I'm going to go through the teams right now, we've got for Australia, Wright, Jorgensen, Suali, Ikitau, Potter, Linnell, Gordon, Slipper, Fesler, Alalatawa. Oh, Jesus. Some of these, I'm not sure if these are Australians or if they're Islanders. We've got Frost, Williams, De Crespigne, McWright, Wilson. On the bench, Pollard, Bell, Robertson, Hooper, Tisano, McDermott, Donaldson and Kellaway. That is the Australian lineup. For the British and Irish Lions, Keenan, Freeman, Jones, Tipaluto, Lowe, Russell, Gibson Park, Genge, Sheehan, Furlong, Itoje, McCarthy, Burney, Curry, Conan, and on the bench, Keller, Porter, Stewart, Chesham Earl, Mitchell, Marcus Smith, and Aki. There are certainly some players that are not in the team that you possibly would have expected, but we will see how they do against this Australian Wallabies team. But welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're in the stream already, you might as well hit that like button and subscribe. You might as well do that now. And at least it is an 11 o'clock again. It is not ridiculously early in the morning. From the producers of Gangs of London. Now enjoying a bit of adverts. Well. Welcome, Rymeister. Hello, mate. You're going for an Aussie win. Is that simply because you're an Australian? I cannot see the Aussies winning. I really cannot see the Aussies winning this. This has got to be a game for the British and Irish Lions. But as what's been discussed quite a lot at the moment, it's a case of Aussies trying to rebuild Union. I think that's a big thing for them at the moment. There are a lot of Lions as well. A lot of Lions fans in the crowd. That is a beautiful trophy. Wow. What a beautiful trophy. Kickoff is up next. We will get the sound on a little bit louder as well. Ugh. Welcome, though. Make sure you've subscribed to join the conversation. You've got to be subscribed to join the conversation. So let me know, where are you from? Are you a British and Irish Lions fan, or are you an Aussie hoping just to not get destroyed? I would say the Lions have not necessarily I don't think they've been anything special, outstanding during the warm-up games. So, yeah, that's that time we've used for players to gel. So I don't know. I'm expecting a decent performance, but you've got to look at the Aussies. The Aussies haven't had any warm-up games. They haven't really had many opportunities to play together as a team before this match. So, yeah, I'm not massively expecting much from the Aussies. All right, let's get the sound on them.
Your match commentators Sam Warburton, Dan Bigger, Ronan O'Gara, and first of all, Miles Harrison.
So obviously I am probably slightly behind the normal live coverage because I'm streaming, then streaming on YouTube. But obviously what you see is what I see down in that corner.
But for them, it's without the bruises underneath.
I had a lovely message from one of the event manager at Suncorp a day or two ago. Very. Looks like a really, really cool stadium. That unfortunately, when I was there in 23, we did actually, me and Charlie walk to the stadium hoping maybe we could get in. We couldn't. But it does look very, very cool. Hi, Kian. Gonna miss the test match because of work, but just watched the France-New Zealand game, and what a performance from the French C team. Hello, Kian. Nice to have you, and unfortunate for you to leave. Maybe you could just sneak it on your phone or something while you're working.
It's a 100th international. 93 caps for his country, now 7 Lions caps.
Wow. 100 international. 93 for England, 7. My mic keeps cutting. Oh, hang on.
As we turn to the backs, Gibson, Park and Russell set in stone for many.
I think.
Midfield in the end, Tuipulotu and Jones. And Hugo Keenan fit and well to wear 15 in that.
The mic should be fine.
The bench, so often the deciding factor. It's full of power. Not least the oldest playing member on tour, Bundy Aki. Impact aplenty there.
Is my mic still cutting out, or is it not? Hang on, let me listen to myself. Hang on, let me listen to myself. That corner. Suncorp Stadium, and unfortunately, when I was there in 23, doesn't sound like it's cutting out my end, mate. Hi, Bill. Yeah, it seems fine my side. Hi.
First pick of the series, and at number 1, the familiar James Slipper. 145 caps now.
145 caps for Slipper for Australia. That is a lot of games, international games for Slipper. What can the Aussies do? You know, like I said, Aussie Rugby Union is struggling. This is what all of the radio, Talk Sport and all the news is talking about, how Union is struggling in Australia. And, on my channel, I get plenty of people on here saying, I'm sorry, but league trumps Union, and Union isn't even the 3rd or 4th sport anymore. Or maybe this is the time, these are the moments where Union does get some limelight. Look, this stadium is pretty much full. Suncorp is pretty much full. So, they can use this opportunity now to really push on. You've got the Rugby World Cup coming as well. Is it next year or the year after? Hi, Mark. Hello, mate. This is the South Africa one for 4 years ago. I really like the South Africa one because it's got all the nice extra different colours on and stuff, and it's got really nice kind of imprint. Really, really nice. Yeah, that's the point. So clearly, maybe it's the big occasions maybe it's the big occasions where rugby union shines in Australia. You know, when there's the Australia, New Zealand, for example. Obviously, this comes around every 12 years. The Rugby World Cups and things. This is when it shines, and it's maybe more the club rugby that's struggling. But the club rugby, I still believe club rugby in England's struggling after losing teams such as London Irish and Wasps and stuff. But yeah, here we go.
The Australian anthem to rouse the locals. The team said they need their fans to be at their best too. That connection.
To be fair, well, it is British and Irish Lions. If it's England, I will know all of them. But there's a few for the Lions that I'm not 100% sure. Look at the fire! Oh my God! How cool does it look in Suncorp? It looks so cool. We're going to have the Australian national anthem. Yeah. Come on, Australians. All of you stand up. I expect all of you to be standing up now with pride. They're all singing. Good boys. This is a difference. I shouldn't be talking. I apologise. But this is a difference with Union and AFL. When the AFL, when they sing the national anthem, for example, they don't sing. But look at these Aussies. Very nice to see. They're up for it. The Aussies are up for it. They might not win, but they're up for it.
And alongside for the ride, Ronan and Dan. Lads, we are blessed to be here.
Dan Bigger, Ronan O'Gara on commentary. A nice little lineup for commentary.
26 years after his father, Michael, was tasked with defeating the Lions, Liner Jr. gets his opportunity to write his
Welcome everyone. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button, subscribe, join the conversation. We've got a load of regulars that I know. Mr. Bill, Kian, Mark, and look, Kian's going. I don't think it's that bad. Hey, the Australian national anthem is better than the English national anthem because, bearing in mind, the English national anthem doesn't once even mention the country. God save the King. So, yeah, it's certainly better than ours. I see old Owen Farrell doesn't even get on the bench, thank God.
He's done all that he can do now. The referee for this Qatar Airways Men's Lions Series first test is Ben O'Keefe of New Zealand. He was in charge of the second test in South Africa 4 years ago.
Why is the chat box not working?
No, how different today. A stadium that doesn't have to try to be great. It comes to it naturally.
Does look like a cool stadium.
It is deep breath time. The 2025 Lions tests.
There we go.
About to get underway.
Yes, Bill. Swans did have a decent game. I was watching from the second quarter in bed before I had to get up. Are we ready? Game on. Come on, Lions. Do Lions do the hacker? No. No. I think that would look really weird. Okay, what am I wanting to see? I'm certainly after the warm-up games. I'm certainly want to see the Lions a little bit more gelled together. I want to see that, kind of, what do you call it? Instinctive kind of communication where they don't even need to talk to each other. They know where each other is. That's what I want to see, which hopefully after the warm-up games, the team will be gelling better. I want a little bit of pace on the wings. I want some excitement.
Absolutely what you don't want as a coach, and the fact that
Are we going for a kick nice and early?
And you think that you want to just get out of your half,
Interesting.
kick the ball down there, make the Lions have to play the first play. So massive win for the Lions after 30 seconds.
Finn Russell going with a nice early kick to get on the board. If it's a nice free kick, if he can get it. Free chance at goal.
Said it was deep breath time.
Quiet in the stadium, please. Bang.
And he starts.
1 minute and 20 odd seconds into the game, and we are in the lead. 3 points up with the penalty kick. Take that all day long. Take that. That is a free 3 points on the board.
Yeah, it's brilliant. As an ex-kicker or a coach, you don't watch ever the ball going over the post. You just watch the behaviours of the kicker, and straight away you know whether he's got it or not.
Very good way to start.
Turn to take. McCarthy.
I hope he's a Kiwi referee and not a bloody Aussie.
Gibson Park. He gets such good hang time on these kicks. And it's a test of a Tom Wright, but he can slip away from the tackle.
Sit down. Sit down.
You're on top of him. You're on him. Jake Gordon was talking this week about how important it is for Australia to be ferocious at the break.
I tell you what, it looks like just from generally looking right now, it looks like potentially that the British and Irish Lions can win on the power and the strength here. But looking at it, whoa, hello. It does look like the Aussies could win with a little bit of pace. They look like they got some quick wingers and things over here. Knock-on advantage ready for Aussies. Up and over. Retrieved. Russell gets it away. Decent. Push. He's going to go. Is he going to go for another kick? No.
Over the illness, the blighted section of his tour lost 6 kilograms due to that illness.
Wow. 6 kilograms lost due to being ill. That is ridiculous amount. And especially for a rugby player. You want that mass.
Plenty of these aerial test outs. Really well on the chase. 14. Very cagey start in many respects.
Very much played in the middle of the field at the moment, isn't it? Oh! Nice kick. Very nice kick.
And he's taken it.
Oh, come on.
But Potter was trying to get it out there, so somebody else touched it as well.
We wanted a nice quick one there, didn't we?
Pulled that one back, but just this guy in shot, showing everything we spoke about before the game.
Finn Russell, honestly, what a player. What a player.
Finds space in behind, keeps the game in front of the Lions forward, saves their energy, rewards them with a line out in the 22, 15 metres out.
Very, very clever thinking as well. A fantastic kick. It said leading to a line out. Very, very good position in good territory. Drive.
And he's been looking world class for.
We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Offload the ball.
This is the stage to really show it.
And let's go.
Tuipulotu,
Spread it,
good
spread it, spread it
combinations
again.
there.
Spread it.
And Freeman
They can't get him down.
put down there.
Fantastic.
Curry comes surging forward.
Curry's a big boy. He's going to take some he's going to take some strength to take down.
Really aggressive, and he's trying to turn to his scrum half and does.
Get him off. Get him off. Get him off.
But it's aggressive from the Wallabies too. McWright
Wallabies win it. Wallabies get it back. Not releasing. That's a simple thing, though, isn't it? That's a simple thing that they should be. They shouldn't be giving things away from that. They should not be giving that sort of thing away.
Has been a slight concern for the Lions and will be a concern for Andy Farrell and Maro Itoje on the screen there. But I actually thought some really good build-up in terms of winning collisions. Tommy Freeman looked strong in contact, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go to Sam for the first time.
Yeah, you can see it's only Maro Itoje really who's a viable player there. McWright, who was the top turnover specialist for Australia in the last year with 10 turnovers. He's great at that. Australia would have seen the good work from recent teams against the Lions, and certainly an area they're going to target.
Do you know, at the moment, that was knock on. At the moment, all right, I've not seen a lot from either team. Look, there's 7 minutes gone. A very, very smart decision to take the penalty kick, to take that 3-0 lead. But, you know, I think it's still fairly even. I think Lions possibly take it in the first 7 minutes here with that driving forwards. But actually the Aussies, you know, they're not... they're not showing any sort of real weaknesses at the moment. As I said, I would be scared if the Aussies can get it on the wing and just run. They do look like they could find that speed. That's what you get, though, isn't it? If you get free-to-air TV, you know, bloody adverts, and I expect you get loads because obviously in Union when it stops it's very, very stop-start, isn't it? Oh, brilliant play by Lions. Brilliant play. We've still got it. Still got it. They can't get him down. Okay. Well, we're nearly 20 metres out now, if that.
And it's another penalty. And there might just be an extra little bit of space over here. Low carries. Genge does as well.
Go on, Genge.
Gibson-Park.
We are literally on the line. Can they find a way through? Can Lions find a way through? That has gone long. What a pass. What a pass. That is better. Finding spaces, committing the Aussies to the tackles and open them up like butter. I don't like butter, but slicing them like butter.
Just brilliant. Every time, you know, Finn Russell, what's he had the ball in his hand? 4 or 5 times this half so far. 4 or 5 brilliant.
Very, very good start.
Flick out there, the ball over the top. Just looks a different class. And
the Aussies were doing okay, but this is what I was saying. I think the way that Lions can win this is sheer power. You know, we have got some big boys, and it's taking multiple players, multiple Wallabies, to take down individual players, and it's drawing players in, space created, boom. A real British and Irish Lions name there as well. Oh God! Shouldn't he be playing for the Aussies? Maybe.
It's easy for us sitting up here watching down, but like that's a beautiful pass. He's playing a different game sometimes.
His magic at last has it.
It is a very red crowd, isn't it? There are still plenty of yellow, but it is still very, very red, isn't it?
That pass will live long in the memory. Nothing that happens in a Lions test is ever forgotten. Well, that certainly won't be.
Me and Rod would hope some things were forgotten in Lions Test. Miles.
Okay, use sound read.
It works both ways. Good take from
Wow.
Keane, and he made that his own.
If Lions continue this could be painful, couldn't it? This could end up being very painful and slightly embarrassing for the Aussies. Which is great for us because, you know, it gives me a little bit of banter against the Aussies. But it is certainly not going to be what they want.
Low with that tap down, he's getting reward for it as well. Oh, Russell, even the mistakes come good. Just took the momentum out of the move, but didn't.
To be fair, we'll be singing Oggy, 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 oi, oi, oi in a minute. None of this Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Hi, James. Hello, mate. You come to watch the... Have you come to watch the Aussies get battered by the Lions?
One-way traffic for the full 80 minutes. I'd be surprised if it is. But Australia need to hang in there if they're to have any bit of a chance in this game. But forcing it isn't what we need to see from them.
To be fair, if I start gloating now, it might be too early, right? It might be a little bit too early because watch the Aussies come back into it. Yeah, I literally just said that before you did, Julie. I can brag now, but then it all goes Pete Tong.
On Liner with James Lowe contesting well in the air, and the Lions are obviously winning every breaking ball and winning the scraps.
The difference in the eyes there of the two sets of either replacements or squad members.
There's still plenty of yellow. It is nice to see there are still plenty of Aussies, and it is in Australia, so it's hardly a test for them to get out and watch. But it's still nice to see. You know, it's nice to see a Suncorp Stadium absolutely rammed.
Period of power. Seemed to go forward. Referees
I definitely looked like it went forward, right?
let it go.
Back here, guys.
No, he's bringing it back.
One goal in the year scrum.
It's called knock on by Australia. Yeah, that's better.
I was going to say, it looked a little bit like Freeman's knock on there, but just picking up on the on Roger's point of targeting Liner, they've obviously moved him to the backfield where they can replace him, but what it does give you as an attacking threat, you can see here Tommy Freeman getting up ahead of him, just a mismatch in terms of physical ability. But what that does with the new rule of having to allow access to the attacking players, just target someone one-on-one. Liner, yes, he's brave, yes, he's a good player. But he's not going to be competing with Tommy Freeman there. Some really good tactics from the Lions, not messing about around the halfway line.
So I definitely prefer this Lions top from South Africa rather than the Australian one. This is a lot nicer, a little bit more colour, a little bit more detail as well.
Same thing, far side, loose here. Ings restricting the gap. Now it's the far
Against
side.
Genge.
Outside.
Are we going to get any good one-liners? That's the question. Are we going to get any good one-liners from the referee today? Give us something fun. Players play up, and then we can have a little fun lines from the refs. Ooh! Slip straight through.
There's Curry. Russell flicks it out to try score Tuipulotu. That debate about the scent as well.
Commenting on my earlier point about, obviously, in the warm-up games, it didn't look like we had much team cohesion. It's certainly looking a lot better during this game, I would say. Certainly a lot nicer play from Lions, linking up a lot better.
Playing the ball out the back, bringing the Australian winger up, but just a little bit on the angle from James Lowe there. Normally, 9 times out of 10, that's pinpoint from James Lowe. But
Not
really
quite
good rugby.
pinpoint that
Tell the
time from Lowe.
confidence of a team in terms of shifting the ball and then kicking on the edges. That's when a team's confidence is really high.
It may seem bizarre, but the next score is crucial. If it goes to more than 3 scores, it's a very deflating situation, and you wouldn't like.
Oh,
to see
Joe
Russell
Smith's
having
very
more
dressed up
you know,
fancy, isn't he?
From an Australian point of view, because he's in
Yeah, I agree, Richard. I certainly agree. There's certainly a lot more focus.
For Joe Schmidt to contemplate here.
At the moment, it's coming across like the Aussies are more of a makeshift team than the Lions.
The Lions are flying. It's not error-free.
Yeah, well, obviously we've got our English and I say English, our British and Irish commentators, and we Dan Bigger, for example, who's a current player, Ronan O'Gara, who's Irish as well. Ex-players, current players that are commentating.
Trying to use the skid on the surface from last night's rain.
Harry, scrum a line out.
That's an example of doing your analysis all week with a scrum right hand side. What are we going to play? But actually, what worked out was a kind of kicking the ball away, and you 2 Lions players and 1 Australian player there. So
I take well, if that's true, Julie, that is incredible. That is incredible to have 40,000 English coming in invading. I think they want to do very similar with the test matches for. Is there test matches for cricket coming up? I think they want to bring the Barmy Army over and really kind of take over. So, yeah. But it wouldn't be bloody cheap, would it? I can tell you that. Getting down Australia, having been twice, is not cheap. Not cheap at all.
Carry from Wilson. Needs to get his side going here. There's McWright on the floor. This time there was a carrier. Gordon, liner. McWright finds.
Oh, big tackle.
Big
Ouch.
the centre. He's managed to free his arms in time there.
Line speed on the Lions, absolutely rapid, just flying up.
So impressive in Adelaide a week ago. Really stamped their authority on that match and nilled the AUNZ Invitational side. It's been a while since a point has been scored against them. Tom Wright's trying to get involved, and they are advancing, but it's slow and I'd say pedestrian, but just lacks that bite, lacks that energy. Who's going to find it?
He wins the ball! He wins the ball!
Well, it's the Lions who find the ball, and now, of course, there should be a lot in behind, and Russell has seen it. Oh, look at this.
Nice territory. Lions are charging. Lions are charging up there. Christ.
Find the stands.
I think that big moment from Ty Byrne again. Turnover. I think he got the first of the game after the first penalty. And
Surely his name is not Harry. I saw there was a Potter, but surely his first name's not Harry.
Ty Byrne has big games in big games, and he's proven that so far.
Here goes Conan. Of course, Byrne, Curry and Conan with that experience from the last tour. Tuipulotu, nice little pullback. It's coming to Joe. Out to Low back inside.
Oh my God. Oh, I couldn't quite. Yeah, no, yes, no.
You can see it happening. You can see the space opening.
I think so. I think so.
And both of the Scottish centres have tries.
At the moment, it's 15-0. I'm pretty sure.
Australia open.
I am pretty sure that was a try. Just whether or not it's just whether or not he managed to get his try after that replay try. Bang.
In those wide channels where he can get his fend going, get his sort of ranginess out there, just so strong, so good.
A lot of space suddenly, wasn't there?
This is one-way traffic at the moment. Do you know what?
It's going to be checked.
It's going to be checked, but I'm pretty sure he managed to get down before the body got on underneath.
Whether the player's been tackled. If he has been tackled, he must release the ball before he gets back onto his feet again.
I think Ben O'Keefe's got that spot on looking at it. Does he have to release before he places? You have to release the ball before reaching for the try line.
Penalty Australia.
So does that count as a tackle?
So the player must be held and go to ground. So for me at the moment, the tackle is complete there. He never releases the ball.
No try.
Does anyone see the
At the moment, no try. So what they're saying is obviously the tackle was made. Because the tackle was made, he can't make the try. He has to have released it.
Yep. So we're going to disallow the try.
Disallowed try. There we go.
Disallow the try.
That is a lifeline for the Aussies.
Going to disallow the try.
A big lifeline for the Aussies.
Okay, so Richard, so 13 red. He's been tackled, he is held and then brought to ground. To score the try, he needs to release the ball, which he doesn't do.
No try.
Consider the action.
Makes sense. And this is why TMO in Union and video assistant in rugby league is so good, because they explain exactly why they're given a decision. Now, I wouldn't necessarily spot these things because I'm not an expert, but the way that the referees are able to explain things nice and steady, nice and calm, it didn't take ages, did it? Because they're able to do that, it just helps new people, people that don't necessarily know the laws 100%, to really get into the game. Whereas in football with VAR, it's like they do it, they don't explain it, and you don't have a clue. But yeah, no, that was very, very good.
The first 5 games are relentlessly competing at the breakdown and slowing it down. Australia going multi-phase. Tyburn pops up for a nice turnover. Lions are much more aggressive in defence compared to the first 5 games. Australia really struggling to get
A lifeline for Aussies.
Great defensive line so far, and they're picking up when to go wide very nicely.
That's what I was saying. Bill, that is exactly... No, sorry, Jared, that is exactly what I was saying. The Lions, they look big, bulky, strong. The Aussies look a lot smaller in size, so I don't think the Aussies are not going to be winning the physical battle here, the strength battles. They can potentially win speed battles, potentially, if they get those opportunities, but there is a big, big difference in mass on these players.
He didn't do that, Jones, and that's the reason for the disallowing of the score.
Yes, Bill, but this is not league.
A sneak preview of the dangers of James Lowe with the ball. Everyone talks about his big left foot, but what a fend that was. Watch out, because he'll do it again.
After this, that comes off Jorgensen. Falls to Tom Wright, who threw that at Wilson. Is the right thing to do, and is executed very well indeed. Ikitau finds Potter, and Potter's going.
Oh, keep it on, keep it on.
Oh my
Yeah, Bill, this is posh rugby, man. This is posh rugby, not thuggery.
To perfection.
Sure, his heart rate wouldn't have been as calm as we were up here, Miles. I tell you what, that was pretty close. Really unlucky from Potter there. Actually, they shifted the ball nicely to the edge, found some space in behind. A little bit unlucky with the bounce.
Very, very good attempt from Potter. Look at this. Oh, it just did not bounce right.
That is close, isn't it? Just a point picking up on what Sam was saying in terms of the speed of ball for the Lions. Quite often, if your speed of ball is good, it means your attack is good. It means you're isolating defenders one-on-one. It means you're picking off and winning yards. So
Guys, if you haven't already, this is a very short break. Please do hit that like button, subscribe, join the conversation for me. It's you guys that make these live streams, interacting in the chat. That's what we need. So please do hit that like button and subscribe.
But I think it didn't hit the corner flag. He's judged it literally by a ball's width, and these are big moments, far bigger than you appreciate, because it's an energy shift now in terms of they're 70 metres away from they thought they were, and now all the energy is with the red team.
Well, he put his bottom into the flag as well, which helped the situation. He was right on top of that, wasn't he? Observing and playing in a very cool manner, and it's great to see him playing like that, because
look at the little toddler in a lion outfit.
Maybe his form.
That's
certainly his
sweet.
fitness deserted him, and injuries came into play in recent times. but there's much more of the real him now, literally with those kilograms back as well, but mentally.
Yeah, but it's difficult playing rugby after 12 days on the toilet, Miles.
Hey, I wouldn't say, look, I would not say Australian rugby sucks, and it's just dwindling. And like I said, I've said already at the start of the video, there's a lot of work. Hopefully having these big events in Australia will be a big boost. A little bit like, for example, when England women do well in the Euros and things like that. There's a real boost in the country of those sports. So hopefully that is basically what will happen as well. And you're right, as Julie says, very broad statement, Mark. Very, very broad statement. It's just not hopefully this will give it a bit of limelight, give it a little boost.
A little bit sketchy on that catch. Ruben's trying to help him out.
Harvey, it seems to be working by having it small in the corner like that. It's not even necessarily so people watch that, it's so people can really sort of just keep an eye on where I am in the game because of delays and things. Come on, I want to see something from the Aussies. I would quite like Aussies to score a try just to make this game competitive. We're 24 minutes into the game and Aussies haven't actually had any real attempt anywhere near the try line. So if they can, it might give a little bit of confidence to the Aussies, make the game a little bit more spicy. There's just so much power and strength in this British and Irish Lions team. It's crazy.
Side wants from their fullback Russell, opposite number liner, chance to counter attack, chance for Australia to get in the game here. Oh, what a pickup that is. Freeman.
Not a great kick. Not a great kick at all. Straight into the arms of Freeman. But not a great kick back either.
Really good work from Tommy Freeman. Reads liner's body shape that he's going to kick, drops off, recovers really well. Just comes off the outside of the boot with his clearing kick. But again, we think about attack and slow ball from the Australian point of view. There's not much connection. There's not much punch and penetration. Looks like they're missing Valentini, Skelton, Tupou at the minute.
Good work at the line out again by the Lions. And this is the kind of ball they will try and feed off even from near their own 22. Sione Tuipulotu. Still the only try scorer after the disallowed score from his centre partner Hugh Jones.
Advantage for Lions.
He's fit and raring again now, isn't he?
You're going to get back to the... Jesus, they are letting them run through. What are the Aussies doing? What are the Aussies doing? The amount of territory...
That will be frustrating.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
For the officials to sort out.
That was silly and late by the Aussies there.
First time
Who was it?
Potter's boiled over
Pot.
a little bit.
Do you know what though? This is what the Wallabies need. They need something.
Who was it? It was Potter.
Something to get themselves going, because at the minute they've been second best in every area in the physical aspect of the game. So just change the picture, fire something up a bit.
I think I don't know if that was, who was that? Ronan O'Gara saying that, or Bigger. Anyway, one of them. Yeah, I think the Aussies do need firing up a little bit. They are lagging. Allowing the Lions players literally to run through and gain so much territory. Like, this was just crazy.
The magnitude of this game, sometimes things are going to boil over. He's giving them a freebie. The next one he'll charge him for.
I love how the one that started it, i.e. Potter, he's the one that's smiling. Everyone else deadly serious. He's just got a smile on his face.
Getting to know each other.
Got no doubt Rog would have backed himself in a tussle with those two.
I'm busy eating my Haribo Gold Bars.
Crouch. Bind. Oh, I really hate rugby. Oh, for God's sake. I hate union scrums. They're like my worst enemy. The worst thing about union is the scrums. They are so bad. So bad. It is so annoying.
Something to give them lift off and
Uh-oh. That is some blood.
sign that he's been in the walls there, Alatoa, but he's won the penalty here with the rest of that 8. It's the first scrum penalty that the Lions have conceded in the whole of the tour. Down to Gordon.
Aussies look like us in that first test and even maybe the second test. They're the ones lacking team cohesion. Do you know what I mean? They're the ones that almost don't know where their teammates are, and they don't have that smooth chemistry. As I said, the problem is Aussies haven't had any warm-up games, which is mad because they knew the test was coming. They've known for many years. And yeah, they really needed some good catch, to be fair. They needed some warm-up games, just like the Lions did.
Applause in response. Here is big Jeremy Williams, captain of the force. Over on the western side of this country. It's been gearing itself up for this tour. Oh, Jorgensen! He's done it! Russell!
Is this the speed? Is this the speed they want? God damn it. I was asking for this, though, to be fair. I was asking for Aussies to get a try. Burst away, speed on the wing. There it is. Wallabies get some points on the board. We'll take that. For the game, we'll take that. As long as Aussies don't win.
Brilliant from Mac Jorgensen. Just something out of nothing. That's exactly what the Wallabies need. You can see just strips it off.
It really was something out of nothing. But look at this. This is what I'm saying. The speed. They obviously stole the ball. Look at this. Very good, to be fair, from Jorgensen. But able to steal the ball, burst away, get away, done. Can they make the conversion, though? It is very wide. Very wide. So it's not going to be easy to make the conversion. Nope. Nope, so only 5 points. So the score is 5-10 to the Lions.
We've just seen a good example of that.
Tom Liner unable to add the conversion. No doubt one of the reasons why he has got the selection, his kicking form in Super Rugby Pacific, 87% he's been.
I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. It just means that maybe that'll fire up the Aussies, make it a more interesting game. Like I said, as long as the Lions win, that's the main thing, right?
We talk about young Joseph Akusu Sualii, but Max Jorgensen, he's just 20. He's a raw talent. Scored tries against England and Ireland in the Tour 2, the Northern Hemisphere.
30 minutes gone, 10 minutes left of the half. This half is dragging a little bit, I would say. It just feels to me it is dragging a little bit, but Aussies are not out of this, are they? They are in this game.
Done that in this match now. Here's Russell. Gibson Park, a flat pass. Freeman carries now. The Lions will be looking for the accuracy here and look to use Sheehan.
Critter gamer, I have no idea if the Wallabies are shit or not. Well, they did get a try. It's 5-10. Julie, are you saying, speak for myself as long as the English win, as long as the British and Irish Lions win? You don't want the Aussies to win, do you? Surely not.
And McCarthy again. Trying to claim that to the referee, Australia, but no. was the answer. Furlong.
Can the Lions fire back now?
Tuipulotu the same. Well, take a
Can they fire back and just push away again?
Missed out Curry, given to Tyke Burn. It's a big Lions back row. They look to use it there. It's really building here. Furlong, Russell, kick pass.
Whoa! Oh. He touched it. No? Yes, no? But a knock on, I think. Would have been a knock on.
Well, he's not claiming. Others are. Hugh Jones was trying to convince the referee. It's a very quick decision from him.
It was one to keep it on. Going forward, touchdown.
Do you know what? I think Finn Russell will be disappointed with himself there. We've talked him up and we've said how high his standards are.
When they slide, I agree with you.
He probably needs to just flatten that out a little bit and just punch it in. And it's probably the first half mistake from Finn, or first opportunity that he's missed. So,
Yeah, it's just shot choice, isn't it? You need to hit that like a sandwich as opposed to a 3-iron.
not particularly good with either, Rog, if I'm honest.
I'm good with a sandwich.
There's Russell again, trying to conjure up again. Gibson Park. Oh, he's been so lively. It's a lovely cutout ball. McCarthy and Furlong, they're trying things. Pick up from Jones was good. It's come out the back. Gibson Park never far away, nor Russell, and they've swept it up nicely.
Finn Russell's not sure what to do, but Itoje steals it.
Who's going with me? Switch from the scrum half. Looks, finds Curry. Here comes Genge. And Australia knew what was coming. Just about dealt with it. Jones looking for that pace that he has. He was denied just about in that position before.
Just on the edge of the Aussie try line. Can the Lions get through? You got to commit exactly the same as the first try. Commit as many Aussies as you can. Look wide, play into space, and then in you go. At the moment, Lions are just trying to push over. Where's the ball? The ball's there. Itoje is just driving forwards. Now we spread. Now we spread. Look, all the way to the wing. All the way to the wing. All the way to the wing. It looks like it, Carl. They should have spread that all the way to the right wing there. That was poor, in my opinion, poor from Lions there. Not getting the head up.
The Finn Russell kick, which probably should have been a bit more on the money given his high standards. That ball from James Lowe has to be moved.
He backed that strength. He backed his ballast in that situation.
That was 2-on-1 against them on the wing.
You have to, if you back yourself in that sense, that close to the line in this moment, you have
Going
to
for a line out.
3 points.
Look at this. They'll show it again.
I think you could just see here in this replay.
Look, one more. Look, one more, and then another one. All the way on the wing. He should have been screaming for it. Screaming for the bloody ball.
Better than any player that's ever played the game.
Answer my question, Dan.
Corner.
Thrown in to Itoje from Sheehan.
So still Lions are on the verge of the try line. Same again. We've seen the Aussies are not covering the whole line. Doesn't look like it, or does it? Nope. Held up.
Itoje and his team will get another penalty.
Penalty again.
They are desperately looking for a try here.
Spread it to the bloody wing.
Will feel their first half dominance.
Hiller's offside again, second time.
Deserves.
More blood.
Tap the ball, must tap.
And true to that belief, they go for the tap. And it was Sheehan who went low.
It's just trying to...
Back to Genge. Can he get there? Tom Curry has to be scored. And is.
They're going with it for that one. That was a matter of time, right? As soon as they got into that position, it was almost a matter of time, wasn't it?
Crashing in, and eventually they get the score to show for it.
Mate, I would still love. I love it when the ball goes wide. I really do. That's been what is wrong with the English team for years now. They just drive. Sometimes it works, but you saw it just now. Luckily, we got it pulled back. But you saw it just now. Two more, and we overlapped and could have scored that try sooner.
Good job we're retired, Rog.
Yeah.
To be fair, you would be playing with them in this scenario.
The big difference between the two teams, Miles, I find, is how they're playing off 9, off that one pass. Australia just cannot get forward momentum. I call it the alpha test, where the Lions off the ruck, they're just going forwards. Their forward pack is so much more powerful in their carries. When Australia get the ball, they just can't get any momentum. The Lions forwards are defending really well.
Not bad. 5-17 now.
Australia struggling there. Lions doing very well.
To be fair, I couldn't really see.
It's a clear route to success, isn't it?
I couldn't really see Australia winning in the first place. It's potentially cemented it, really.
On the restart. He looks okay. He's directing.
Hey, are you okay, buddy? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? I didn't say I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm enjoying rugby, which is what it should be, right? I'm saying what I like, the style of play I like.
Has that try. Russell. Keenan. Tuipulotu. It's looked really dangerous when he's had a chance.
It wasn't that, PQs. It wasn't what it was. I mean, the driving forwards is great because, like I said, it's committing the men in. It was just that final offload that wasn't made.
And Lowe's going to have to cover. He'll get time. Get that big boot out again.
Okay, guys, stay out. Go.
Tom Wright. He's been fullback for his country in 14 of the last 15 internationals. Made that shirt pretty well his own. He puts the ball out.
It's not going to be the fanciest thing that we're going to speak about.
Yes, Will. That's why initially I thought it was a try. Because he literally got his feet and took him to the ground. How many times do you see people then that happen and then they stumble forward again and reach forward and try? So I sort of do agree with you, Will, that he wasn't exactly held down, was he? So I potentially, I sort of agree with you there.
Must be an absolute dream to play with. Maybe that's why Finn Russell's in such good form.
Smokey, no, because I will get caught for copyright.
McCarthy's been putting it about in this first half. It's a really big shift, and of course with Chesham and Earl on the bench, Lions have a lot to bring on. Oh, Liney was in the air. That's a penalty.
Penalty.
Easy. No, easy, guys. Easy.
Could be more than that.
Are they going to look at it?
Have to just work out from the replay, I think.
Just a penalty. There's lots of bodies. Penalty.
No, he's gone straight to his decision.
Julie, that is basically what it is. That is basically what it is. Oh, he's taken down in the air. He's tackled in the air, isn't he?
We have to put a couple of ice packs on his ribs there at half-time, young Tom Liner. But just again, the quality of Jameson Gibson Park.
Okay.
Out for a curry in Brisbane. Oh, my goodness me. Well, it was a matter of timing. It wasn't just a split second.
Well, half time.
The referee just
Sound is going
continues
down.
talking to the Wallabies players as we go to half time.
Get that sound down, otherwise I get done. And I'm going for a toilet break. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Make sure you're commenting, join along in the conversation. And I am going for a toilet break. I will see you guys in a couple of minutes. Defender now
for a summer of epic adventures on Sky Cinema. Harvey Norman, your home appliance specialist. Keep your food fresher for longer with Samsung Series 8 with Twin Cooling Plus feature, designed to maintain ideal humidity and prevent odor for 1199. Plus, get a €50 Harvey Norman gift card. Or enjoy more room for your weekly shop with Samsung Series 6 with Space Max design, with extra space and all-round cooling for 1399. Plus, get a €100 Harvey Norman gift card. And with our best price guarantee, why shop anywhere else? Harvey Norman, your home appliance specialist.
It starts small, doing what you can when you can. It's just one change, followed by another, and another, until you wake up refreshed. Find your step, and realize that incremental has become monumental. Beat yesterday.
Get up to 50% on sleep products designed to give you a decade of comfort. Shop your Emma at emma-sleep.ie.
The soul of BMW. Where will you find it?
Yes.
100% driving pleasure and 100% electric. Tender, proud sponsor of the British and Irish Lions Tour on Sky Sports. The Lions Tour is beginning to bubble. What will we get over the next 2 weeks? Well, on Tuesday we're in Melbourne at Marvel Park as the First Nations of Pacifica 15, including Curly B, will take on the Lions as a 10-day start for us on the dedicated Sky Sports Lions channel. Then next Saturday is the MCG for Test 2, 9:30 start, once again on the same channel. And then we round things off in Sydney on Saturday, August the 2nd. Australia against the British and Irish Lions for the third test. And once again, that's on the Sky Sports Lions channel. A quick check on first half momentum. The more red, the better the Lions' performance. And that is probably a fair reflection of how things have gone in the first 40 minutes. 2 tries on the board, but that flash of orange is where Australia wrestle themselves back into the game. But it is a 12-point lead at the break as we head in and have a little look at what the changing rooms are offering. Calm and composed in the Lions, as perhaps you would expect. When you look at those match stats, unsurprisingly, the tail of the tape very much favours those in red. Carrying game up, meters made enormous. Post-contact meters 75 to 37. Game line success is dominating the Wallabies, and off the back of that, and they have played game 6-1. Wallabies with 1 or 2 questions that they need to find answers to, and quickly.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I want to know, what are your thoughts on the first half? What did you think? Do you think England, Ireland, Wales and Scotland, the Lions, deserve to be ahead in this game? Hello, mate. There you go. If you want a referee, there is Gareth joining us. It doesn't matter if he stopped. The tackle was complete the moment his legs touched the ground. There you go. Excuse me eating. I am hungry.
Spaces and understanding the urgency to get the ball there. It's a fantastic start for the Lions after 2 blunders. They were due to their hard strength that will mark Keller. He took the ball twice, Australia scored. He took the ball 3 times, he scored. Finn Russell's that sort of player. 2 and 3 touches in multi-phase play. He's in and around his straightening to get the ball to shoot.
Set up that break was outstanding. That Scottish midfield has been absolutely fabulous in that first half.
Okay. Should we have a look at a couple of the opportunities that could have, perhaps should have been scored? If you are Andy Farrell now, just tell us a little bit about what you are thinking. We'll come
try in just a moment, but it could have been more. Is that a frustration?
Oh, man.
Just the nature of the game.
I don't think he'll be unhappy because unbelievable.
Gareth is starting the banter against the Aussies. I just want to point out to everyone, if you're Aussies, you're welcome to comment back.
Keep doing what we're doing,
Yes, the Lions deserve to be in the lead.
and things will come for us. And so I don't
They should be further ahead, but the Shackle Draggers' defence on the line is superb. There you go, the Shackle Draggers.
Desperate defence by Australia. That one from Finn was tricky. Had more time.
I think Gareth is talking about the Aussies. Just a thought.
Dead set opportunity to score 5 points and just haven't executed. Now, as is Warren saying, they'll be really comfortable at half-time how it's gone. Those are the sort of things that might come back to hurt you, but if they build on their first half performance, which was excellent, then they don't hopefully need to worry about them come Monday.
One or two questions around Tom Curry coming into this one, starting at 7. But what have you made of the overall performance?
I think so, Hale. I do.
He's been superb. He's set the tone physically. I think him and Ty Byrne have been
I think
standout performance, and this was just a culmination of
I do think Aussies have done well. Like I said, on the line, they've done mostly pretty well
kick, and Dan Biggin touched on it.
to keep the British out.
In the air, and it's the contest.
But
And they've just pinned Australia right back, and you've seen like
I can't see Australia going the whole game.
the aggression, the gain line is all there. You can see the pattern,
I cannot see them going the whole game
that culmination of pressure.
without slipping out.
Does it feel for you like the foundations have been laid for the Lions, or would you still be a little bit concerned about one or two of those errors?
depends on that start of the second half. That's going to be really, really important. It's going to
The question is,
to get themselves back in the game because
who thinks this is going to be a 3-0 whitewash?
start playing
Australia do not want...
more confidence, but they won't
Yeah.
start playing territory. And
There's only so much they're going to be able to take, and then the floodgates will probably open. Who thinks this is going to be a 3-0 whitewash, though? I really do think it will be. I do not think they're going to win any of these games.
So I think I completely agree. Tom Curry has been exceptional, and when you're taking a pack for the Lions, you have to be physical. You have to, and this is where I think the Lions have been exceptional. I was watching just before this try, where Australia going to be able to get any go forward, because off 9 and when they're playing wide, they can't get it. So to get line speed, you need collision and competition. Look at Conan, competition over the ball. It slows it down for Australia. They can't get any continuity. Big collision, Furlong, and Ellis Genge slows down their ball again. It means the Lions can set. They can come off the line and bring that line speed because they've got collision and competition. Gibson Park throwing himself in there. I was watching this thinking, how can Australia get through? This has been the story of the first half. Australia box kick here because that's a defensive win. They can't find a way through. Lions get possession and they exit. And then from this moment here, really good box kick from Australia. This is finally their entry. They can't break the Lions off 9 or off 10. They're too physical, but they've got that area.
As I said right at the start, I think this has got to be a case of... This has got to be a case of Australia building the sport again. Like I said, with the Lions tour here, plenty of, a full packed house at the Suncorp. With the World Cup coming as well, this is where they've got to try and build the sport. Oh man, it's coming back, Gareth. It's coming back. I'm gonna chuck some points at us.
For Australia, I think the Lions have been really comfortable with it first gone. Yes, frustrated with a couple of errors, but they've been very, very strong.
I guess Brits need to win. God knows they have nothing else. It's probably quite true, to be fair. It's shit at the moment. Oh no, not music. Don't get me with music. I cannot have music playing. That's the thing that will get me.
Don't settle for narrow signal. Widen your Wi-Fi with new Air Wi-Fi. Get our longest range Wi-Fi signal, powered by Wi-Fi 7. For all those hard to reach spaces.
That is, well, football is the most participated sport in Australia, so it is the world's game.
With an OLED TV from
McDonald's hunger, the new Big Arch is here.
It's all set up to be an epic broadcast.
There's a hell of a lot of sport going on at the moment as well. I don't know if anyone likes boxing, but Daniel Dubois versus Usyk is on tonight. Or tonight for us English, anyway. So I am very much looking forward to the boxing tonight. Oh, God, no. MB, NFL is crap. And honestly, American rugby is just shite. It's literally a game of set pieces. It is shocking. You've got about 100 players. You play about 5 minutes in the space of 3 hours. Mate, honestly. MB, honestly. Most people, like, Yanks think that NFL, or, well, I'd call it NFL because it's not bloody football. Honestly, they think it's hardly complicated. You literally got to progress 10 yards and then you start again. And then 100 players come on and 100 players come off. Honestly, NFL, I will call it NFL because, like I said, it's not football. It is shite. It's crap. I love how Yanks think that the world loves their sport. It's shite. I love how, as well, Yanks think the NFL Super Bowl is like the biggest event in the world. It's not, is it? Try the Football World Cup final, for example. Right. Players are coming out. I know. Trust me, MB, I've tried, mate. I'm a sports person, but I've tried, but it is so bad. I won't be anymore because it is so bad, honestly.
Picked up where he left off in that first half, didn't he? Moved the game up the field, composed, calm. And from a Lions point of view, the message will be more of the same. They've created enough. They just need to start taking one or two more to get this game away from Australia.
And if Tom Curry gets the ball away.
Look at this speed.
Jones has great pace, of course, and he's looking to weave through.
I think, as they were saying, operator hoop, very true. As they were saying in the break, it seems like the difference is Sheehan It's very much like they were saying in the break. Sorry, I was watching. Australia, you know, they just cannot get the quick breakaways. Lions, wow, that was good. Look at this. So obviously they won the ball from the line out. But look at this. They know where each other is. This is a stark difference to the warm-up games, for sure. They know where each other is. It's really, really good passing. It's game over. And I'm sorry, I cannot see anything other than a 3-0 win in this test.
Gibson Park's pass, but it's actually just a beautiful bit of deception and footwork, and he's on the outside and just the ball beats the man.
But the issue I think is that an absolute battering is not good for Australia and Australian rugby. It really isn't.
Tom Curry's been a world-class player for the last 6-7 years, but I think the way that he got that line out intercept and then that catch and pass right at the end, you have to give credit to him.
5:24.
But he's answered his critics very well with exceptional performance today under massive pressure.
Yeah, this is going to be painful, I reckon.
He's just been everywhere, hasn't he? He's been the heartbeat of this team, but I do worry for Australia now with the scoreboard and time left and what the Lions can bring on as they're bringing somebody on now.
Yeah, look who's coming on. So that's the thing. Ollie Chesham on. Joe McCarthy off. The Lions have so much quality that they can bring on. But yeah, exactly, Gareth. Close games, but a 3-0 for British and Irish Lions for sure. Could you see Lions scoring 50? Possibly. As Hale was saying, past the 60-minute mark, anything can happen, I reckon, in terms of how many Lions score. Could be painful.
Russell couldn't take it. And he's going to be called as a knock-on.
I think that's almost that substitution there is almost.
Julie, I did see football is going to be the biggest sport in Australia soon.
Who's been brilliant, mobile, agile, dynamic, and you just bring someone on who debated whether they should have started him in the first place all week in Ollie Chesham in terms of his mobility, his line-out ability, his physicality. And there's 7 more guys who are going to be coming off the bench as well like that.
I'll come to this side now, fellas. Guys, that's it. That's the contest. We're getting the contest. We're staying up. Let's keep it legal.
Come on, keep it legal, keep it up.
I think this opposition too will be right for Ben Earl. I just think that these are the teams that he just physically he's not giving away 20 kilograms, so he can dominate because his skills are so good and his fitness is excellent.
There you go, Sir Shroom. I also agree with you. Bloody Union pissing scrums.
Wallabies, too much weight. Okay, and then pre-engage, but obviously the weight thing, we're working on both.
It's coming though. Crit Gamer, Rymister, others. Honestly, at some point, Australia will be a football nation. As I said, in schools, soccer, as you call it, is the most participated sport, you know, there is. And there will be a time, you know, you keep getting teams from like the Premier League and whatnot coming down under. It's going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing. Aussies out. Come on, Aussies. Come on. Show us what you got.
They had to go that way, Australia. Curry goes through again and just about shows that the referee wasn't interfering. And it got a bit messy. And there was obstruction as well.
I do think Tom Curry's a little bit lucky there. He probably got in the way and probably obstructed Jake Gordon of probably playing the ball he wanted to and ended up having to run because of Tom Curry being offside. So a little bit fortunate there, Tom Curry and the Lions.
Or just very clever. He won a penalty, didn't he?
sure Joe Schmidt will see it as very unlucky from the Wallabies' point of view.
But yeah, absolute destruction. Like, one-way traffic is not going to be helping Australian rugby. It really is not. These big events is what they need. You know, the World Cup coming as well. But it's got to be closer competitions here. The problem is, though, as I was saying, Hale, the issue is Lions have had warm-up games. You know, Australia have had nothing. They knew that this test was coming for many years, and they did not arrange. Schmidt was even saying they did not arrange warm-up games. They did not arrange any friendlies beforehand. So you're going from Lions who are trying to iron out all of their kind of issues. Australia are now trying to iron them out during the actual test matches. I'm glad you appreciate it, sir. Shrew. Make sure you like and subscribe then.
Helped him out there. Here's Tom Wright. All Australia have to show for their efforts this evening. Max Jorgensen try, and it was a great piece of individual skill to rip the ball from Keenan and then go and score, but they need a whole lot.
Well, one warm-up game compared to what, 5 that the Lions had.
Tom Wright.
Oh. Big tackles coming in. Look at this. It's situations like that where Liner just does not know what to do. He's got big Lions coming towards him. He does not know what to do.
Tyke Furlong is third last defender in a line of 4 inside the opponent's 22. Will they play?
He does back himself though, Tyke, doesn't he?
That's been such a positive, I think, because he's backed 4 weeks of.
I get it. I get that.
Tyke Furlong, when he gets,
I get that, Gareth. However,
minutes on the pitch, he's a different animal altogether.
I get that, but it's not like they play with each other every week, is it? You know, you'll still get with the Lions, you know, players that link up well because they play for their countries together or their clubs together. You're still getting that, and I still stand by what I'm saying. You know, it's what we see as a huge kind of test matches. Lions have had the chance to iron out issues. Wallabies haven't, and that's their own fault. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Hughes, you know, England, Scotland, Ireland can probably beat the Wallabies. The problem is Wales couldn't, but they haven't got any players in there, so it's fine.
Here comes Russell again. Curry says, "Okay, to Peloto, you can have it." With that skill, and it's a skill that keeps the pressure on as the Lions that time decide not to keep it in hand.
If only there was a cricket ball we could sandpaper. Yeah, the Aussies got to find a way to cheat, really, don't they?
16 and 17, hooker and loose head prop.
Jack, spot on. Spot on. You know, look at rugby league internationally. Rugby league internationally is pretty poor because you've only got a handful of teams. You know, you've got England, you've got Australia, you've got some of you know, Fiji and things. You don't have enough competition. Whereas if you look at international rugby union, it's a lot more competitive with Ireland, France, Scotland, England, Argentina, even teams like Georgia, Italy that are propping up as well. New Zealand, there's so much more competitiveness, and it makes the game so much better in that international state. Whereas league, it doesn't have that because it's only a handful of countries.
Furlong.
That wasn't high, surely. Would the Lions team beat South Africa? Well, 4 years ago, no.
Obviously, looking at contact, I think I need to see it in real speed as well. Okay,
Nigel says, the problem with modern game is that contributing to its unpopularity is the rules are far too complex. Far too many stoppages and use of TMO, and I'm speaking as an ex-player. So, Nigel, I can sort of agree. I can agree, because rugby league is so much easier to watch. It's fast-paced. You know, they smack each other, and, you know, everything is just sort of play on. Completely agree. Union is a hell of a lot more complex, difficult to understand. I do like, though, did I say rules or laws? There you go. Yeah, Nigel said rules. You're correct. Laws. That's as a referee.
That's the right call. I think, again, really good refereeing for Ben O'Keefe. Just sensible.
Yes, so I agree. TMO does a great job, though, of explaining why decisions are made, though. I really, really do like that, though. It certainly helps you understand a lot better.
Hand of apology offered to his teammates by Tyke Furlong.
The Wallabies have got to start showing something and quick. Not just for this match, because they look at the minute like they look as if they haven't got the cohesion and the ability to really drag themselves back in. But for the rest of the series, they've got to start showing something, win some collisions, attack as a team, go forward in attack rather than being as static as they have been.
New hooker Pollard throws. Here's Tom Liner. Ikitau was involved in that incident with Furlong and is absolutely okay as a result of it. Liner carries over halfway. Jordan locates right. Suoli. Here comes Angus Bell.
For some reason, this isn't updating. 50 minutes played.
Short-term contract.
Yeah, I don't know why, but the graphic at the bottom is not updating on its own. It's very annoying.
Former Leicester Tiger. Here's Captain Wilson.
So 50 minutes just gone. Ooh.
Williams just couldn't find a way through. This Lions defence has been increasingly strong on this tour.
You can tell a team isn't organised, and you can tell maybe their team. You look at, say, someone like a Noah Loa-Say, who's been in the team for so long. Is he a Dan Carter, Johnny Wilkinson, etc.? No, but does he understand how the Wallabies play? Has he had time in the seat? And Liner looks like it's his first start tonight, Rog, doesn't it? And it's a real tough ask for him, but he's finding himself going into lots of rucks where maybe he doesn't need to, losing the shape and connections out the back, and it's just been really sticky, hasn't it, from Australia?
Yeah, very, very, very clunky.
Nigel, once again, I cannot disagree with you. You know, what you'll find is, and I say this, I get so frustrated with scrums in Union because they so rarely are completed. Once again, there you go. Obviously, that was given as a penalty, but a scrum should be a way to get the game started again. And quite often with Union, it's not. And actually, all this time, when players are doing nothing, the time is still ticking up. And that frustrates me. Whereas League, you know, when the play does stop, time stops, it's fast-paced, it's quick. So I enjoy both for different reasons. I think this is potentially more tactical. But yeah.
They drive each other and they push each other too. They want to be the best Lions team ever, so we'll see it over the next 30 minutes because there's loads to play for, defend for, attack for, and you got to remember how special.
Yeah, it's. I do know something, Hale. I do know something, just not loads.
Trying to gather that strength that's going to be required here. Shouted de Crespigny was stopped. They stopped the ball that
Jake Gordon was talking about wanting in the week. That quick ball well denied by the Lions. Once again, another impressive aspect of their defence.
Two players who we spoke about all week, probably under the most pressure in terms of Tyburn and Tom Curry. Both have been brilliant. Tyburn's in the team for his stealing, his poaching ability, and just look at that from Tyburn. Locks onto the ball. It's a very Irish tactic, but just targets the ball, keeps the ball above the deck, allowing it not to get to floor. You don't have to roll away. Scrum Lions, easy exit.
Very Irish tactic.
There was an inkling, I think, with a little reference towards cheating in that I detected from my Dan here.
Why are there players going in and out of the stadium at this point? Surely they should be sat there watching.
A chalk tackling, you're right, Dan.
Tyburn, another big game player.
Okay, will this scrum work?
Breakdown, but also has those subtle hands and offloads too, is all part of his game.
It worked! It worked! See, Bill, I don't think scrums in league are a waste of time because it basically opens play up, doesn't it? Basically the scrum, you're involving however many players from each team, creating a little bit of space that sometimes you don't get. So I disagree.
BGP. Just Miles will be calling them BGPs by the end of the show.
Ouch.
Big game player.
That was a bad tackle, I think, by Potter. Bad tackle.
Freeze for the day.
Well, Australia have got a little bit of possession at the moment, which is a positive thing. Some good territory gain there by Australia from a couple of players. This is a little bit better. A little bit better, I suppose. Can they keep it, though?
Right, going sideways again, but there was initial.
They're slowly moving up the pitch. Slowly.
Initial effort there from Wilson.
Just manhandled, though, by the British, aren't they? They're absolutely manhandled.
Team need to see, and he hits that ruck hard.
I can't see the Aussies breaking through. Even their biggest boys, are being manhandled.
Potter kicks it away, and
Back to the Aussies. Like, you can see the difference in sheer power and size that the Lions have. You know, they overwhelm the Australians.
Can't be thinking about 3 points here, the Wallabies, surely. Have to drop this in.
I tell you what, though, as a thought, it would be quite. It would be quite interesting to see maybe the Australian League team play in Union, because like they are brick shithouses. They are pure power and speed. It would be really interesting if they could cope with Union.
that really should have gone much more in the corner, should it that quick.
But that probably shows where he's at. He's been on the back foot for so much of the game. He hasn't had an easy first 5-10 minutes to have some nice touches to gain the confidence.
I know a few fellas who'll be happy kicking it 10 metres out, Miles.
Like me. Into the midfield it goes.
Yeah, try and break through the Lions.
Angus Bell.
Well, what are they? About just over 10 metres out now? Can Aussies create something?
But it's away from him at the moment, and it's the strength of Icky Tower.
Aussies are...
And then it's Wilson again.
No, not yet. Held up. Penalty for Aussies.
So just denied the skipper, but he is certainly giving everything for his team here. That's a couple of big contributions in the last couple of minutes.
Let's go, guys. Got the penalty. It's held up initially. No, I've got it short.
Opposing captain Atoje, right.
It is a penalty. What are they going to go for?
James Lowe was there as well.
57.5 minutes gone. Going for a line out.
You make a really good point, Rob. Lodge about
Look, Aussies have actually turned on a little bit now, but I still do not see them breaking through the British and Irish Lions defence.
No, but I think the reality obviously is that they had, what, 2 weeks prior to Fiji, then they had a Fiji game, so they're behind in where they'd like to be.
Ooh. Well, here comes Bundy, not for that man. He's going to be replaced by Will Stewart.
Will Stewart on. Aki's on.
Against Wales at the end of the Six Nations, and Bundy, of course, has been a Lion before. Started a third test in South Africa. Ben Earl as well onto the field. Irresistible.
And Earl is on as well. This is the funny thing. We got so much that can come on.
Versatility, of course, lends a lot to the squad. Champion de Crepney. It's been a tough baptism for him in Test match rugby.
Aussies have got it though. They are pushing.
Spell of the match in terms of territory for the Wallabies.
They're around 10-15 metres out. Trying to drive. Look at this. Atoje, take that. Can the Aussies break through? Can they break through? I'm not sure.
Front rowers.
Surely the Aussies are not. They're not going to win on this driving method. Surely not.
It's a massive moment in the game, this.
In the series. Australia.
He's looking. Where can they go? Where can they go? Nope. Another advantage.
They need to burst into life here. Put the light fully on.
Aussies are trying. That's a positive.
Defensive penalties inside the 22. When they're going forward, you've got to get back on side. Your pillars are offside. The next one's going to be a yellow card. Okay? The guys understand. Penalty here.
And that could shift things a bit as well.
Basically, don't be offside.
That time it was 18. Lions, you must get back
for
on
the
side.
observers at home who are interested in kind of the red zone attack or red zone defence, the last 5 metres of a game, it's always the hardest zone to score. But what Australia are doing, they're not shortening the Lions' defensive line because they're kind of taking the ball at the third defender, but they're attacking the one defender. Hence, you don't cut the line, which means that the people defending don't have to fall, and it just gives a repeat picture every time. But the attacking team isn't progressing.
I think this is a good positive substitution from the Wallabies, though. Tate McDermott, who is really good round the base of those racks. That's where they've had a little bit of success, actually. So he's going to keep those guards honest. He's going to test them and bring the forwards into play a little bit more.
Got a cheer as well on his home ground, the Reds captain, Tate McDermott. Tom Hooper is on as well, into the pack. Another player who is extra bound. Started for the Brumbies against the Lions, which...
However, clearly, Hale, clearly the Lions did it. Whoa, Jesus, that's a broken knee.
And taken on, and is it over?
Yep, they're giving it. Aki does not look impressed. A try for the Aussies.
One of those no-option moments.
They do break through. I didn't see it coming, but they did break through.
And it's Jose Fakusu Suali, who was a star born last year. Well, he's on his way to superstar status, he really is. And he has wriggled over.
If we apply the same rules of the first half, it should be no try.
If we play the first rules as the second half, laws, it wouldn't be a try. Let's see.
So similar, it looks identical, doesn't it?
Well,
it just doesn't look like a try, does it? As well, and like you said, you have to release the ball,
maybe
place again.
Maybe the difference here is that it's a potential shoulder charge with tackle incomplete.
So he's never held there.
It is hard to see. Bend the rules just this once.
And okay, just make sure there's nothing in that lead up here as well.
So maybe checking.
Is he not down? I don't know.
No wrap.
Surely he's down already.
Yeah, a couple of things to look at here.
Like, surely he's pinned down there. And he's just squirt. Surely that's not a try.
Okay, so if we just go through firstly, so the first we believe that 21 doesn't use both arms in the tackle, so that's potentially the first infringement, so we'd play advantage from that. We just want to make sure that the ball is grounded.
He doesn't even tackle him there, to be fair. But then he's got players on top of him, so...
Arms in the tackle, there's no foul play with the tackle.
Does the ball even touch the floor? I'd say he wiggles, Gareth. He wiggles rather than crawls. That's more of a wiggle.
Okay, so just as we go through this, the first thing that we were clearing is making sure that there was no foul play by Red and the leader. My view is that he uses both arms. Are you happy with that?
Yes, agree, there is arms in the tackle.
The second thing is that there is no tackle, but the Lions are on top of the ball and they are holding on to the ball, and because of that they drag Wallabies into in goal. They should win the ball, so it's no try penalty.
Agree.
There you go.
Scenario we checked in the build-up. Okay, there's
Makes
no foul
sense.
play, we do have an
Makes perfect sense. Dakalo, no, I've got to go out after this one.
but there's Lions players on the ball. Joseph needs to release the ball. He doesn't, and that's how he gets to in goal. So it's a penalty here, no try.
So it wasn't identical to the Jones situation.
It clearly wasn't the same, really, was it?
When there's a contest taking place on the ball, and the Lions were involved in that contest.
Seems like there's a lot going on there, Miles, wasn't there? I mean, where do you start? And I'm not one little bit with Wilson in a sense. I'm not sure there's a full wrap and two arms there, to be honest with you. But the Lions will take it. Bundyaki does really well getting on the ball and dragging him over. But again, big moment in the game.
Meanwhile, Tom Liner's gone.
Yeah, as I just said, it is completely bloody different to the first one that was disallowed, for sure.
Ben Donaldson onto the field and possibly about to be involved here. Referee goes back to the penalty.
How would you rate his performance, Rog? Liner. Tough for him, isn't it?
It is extremely tough.
61 minutes gone.
It's so difficult at that age in a match of that magnitude. I think you and I remember our debuts, and it's so different in the number 10 jersey starting off as it is to finishing up. You're just a different player.
Got him all. It is roasting.
Statistics from Tom Curry done exceptionally well. His role in this team was to be that physical battering ram. You can see his gain line success up at number 7, 11 tackles made. Most of those were neutral, if not dominant. I think the role that he was picked for today, which is probably his biggest strength, is his physicality. It looks like he's struggling with a wrist, which is a historic injury, but for the 55 minutes he was on.
So we're past that 60-minute mark, right? So this is what a lot of us were saying, that now is this the point the Aussies start tiring out? Is this where they start dropping off and the Lions start having a field day? It's not looking that way so far. You know, Aussies have just dominated a long period now without any real success. But we'll see if the Lions actually can push away even further, like we were kind of thinking. Mate, it's boiling hot. I'm sweating my ass off. With 3D printer plus the computer.
Doesn't last long. Recovered Suoli'i. Wilson.
Kick and go. How's it going to bounce? I think Lions got a little bit fortunate there. The ball just did not bounce. The ball was going out rather than in.
Brilliant from Wilson. He's been Australia's
Very,
best player
very
today.
good
Really
effort there.
good moment.
Nice little kick.
Just look at that.
There's the speed. Oh, that's unlucky.
Just takes it away from him, doesn't it?
That's
Great
very, very
again
unlucky.
to get
Just that bounce when they didn't want it to happen.
on the Lions. It's something that they haven't done enough of in this game.
He's been a leader, Wilson, hasn't he?
Yeah, he sure
Wow.
has. I think,
That was a good
Andy
effort.
Farr will be looking for his leading
Bloody
notes in that
egg-shaped
ball
balls.
again,
That's
because
what done the Aussies there.
I think with the standards he has and with the coaching ability he has with his team, he wants them to kick on a bit. 24-5, the game is there to put it to, I think, to show the golfing class between the two teams, and that will be his goal for the final 18 minutes, because that's so much time in a test match.
Guys, if you haven't already, please do like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already.
Just need to show it on the scoreboard.
Support the channel, please.
Wilson reminds me of David Lyons. Similar sort of build, similar kind of contributions.
With there's 70 likes on this stream and there's over 1,000 people watching. Help us out, please. Help us out. I would say the problem is, 4 years ago, when the Lions played the box, it was literally a game of kicking. It was shocking. It was just such poor rugby. There has not been anywhere near the amount of kicks for territory, has there, in this game? It's certainly a more entertaining style rather than kick, run, kick, run. So I certainly think the Lions would be doing better with the current squad against, you know, the box 4 years ago than they did 4 years ago.
Very well. Nice little slip out of the tackle there from Frost. Again, it's not happening in the danger areas. Here's young Hooper.
65 minutes coming up now.
Does give them that zip when he comes on.
Just adds a little bit of pace to the game, doesn't it?
Will the Aussies drop off? At the end of the day, Aussies have got the ball. They are in the better territory at the moment. They've got an advantage to play as well. Aussies have not dropped off. Maybe the Aussies, this is actually... This is the time the Aussies perform. Can he keep it in? Oh! Such unlucky for the Aussies. Aussies are showing something now, aren't they? This is the time Aussies are improving. Wow. This isn't quite how we expected this to go in terms of the last 20 minutes.
Marcus Smith about to come on here.
Marcus Smith about to come on.
Again, I think this is similar to what we spoke about Finn Russell's cross.
That's okay, DiCarlo. I'm just saying that it was 4 years ago. It was bloody boring. The games against the Springboks was so boring. It was a game of kicking for territory. That's all it was. It was really dull.
Carlo Tizzano coming on for his 7th cap. Scored 13 tries in Super Rugby. Amazing try-scoring record. Marcus Smith on for Finn Russell. Meanwhile, just short of that Lions line, the Wallabies digging deep again. Had a lot of territory in this second half, really, considering the scoreline.
Aussies, these commentators are bloody copying me. They are absolutely copying me. Look at this territory from the Aussies. They are pushing. They are pushing. They are the ones that are on top at the moment, just not the scoreline. And they will not win this game. But...
hands on ball since he's come off that bench.
Exactly, Carl. There you go.
Chopping down this Lions defence.
This is not what we necessarily expected. Certainly much, much better performance so far in this last, 10 minutes or so. 67 minutes gone. Try. Aussies with a try. Is this one going to get ruled out? I don't know. It should be fine. Crits Gamer, the score is currently 10-24. It's 10-24, mate. I think the Lions can let the Aussies get a try or two now, to be fair.
An unbelievable scoring record.
Much better performance now from the Aussies, though. You can give them that.
There he is, number
Still
20.
not good enough, obviously.
And he's done it again.
He's also dragged his team back into this contest. 12 minutes to go. Finn Russell, the talisman, off the pitch. Marcus Smith hasn't had a lot of game time at 10. Big 12 minutes for the Lions, and big 12 minutes in this series for Marcus Smith as well.
In you go. Conversion scored. 12-24. They do need 2 try-and conversions, though, in the next 11 minutes. I cannot see that happening. Don't know about you, but I cannot see it happening.
There's been a slight shift in physicality dominance in this match in favour of Australia. Tizana in shot there.
But,
Very much the old school mould of Australia.
as I said, Australia are certainly performing better. You know, if Australia can get a try and conversion now, it certainly makes it a little bit more interesting.
Angus Bell, I imagine, will probably start. He's been great in shoring up that scrum for Australia, but he's had his toe issues, but he's proven his
We have you where we want you, yeah. False sense of security now, isn't it? Well, just over 11 minutes to play. False sense of security for the Lions. I think they're going to run out of time. Aussies are going to run out of time anyway. Just push them. If the Aussies can get a score quickly, maybe they stand a chance. Maybe. Slim chance.
Talented all-round footballer he is. Here's McDermott. He's been very much part of this recovery from Australia. Gibson Park to his captain.
Aussies have got to get some territory, but the Lions have the ball. What are we going for? It's going for a kick, up and over. It is high, very bloody high.
It's off Freeman, falls for Stewart.
To score, Aussies have to get the ball off the Lions. That's all I'm going to say.
Marcus Smith. Tyburn somehow. Is that forward? Well, the referee was in a good position.
Am I going to watch the England game tonight? No. I am very busy. We got President's Day at the Bowls Club, so that's going to bloody take all day. The Usyk versus Dubois fight's on tonight, which I'm going to watch as well.
I can tell you're having a good game as Jameson Gibson Park when 2 of your worst kicks of the game come off and still keep your momentum in the game. And this from Tommy Freeman coming up here just probably isn't the right time. That's
Very good, guys. Very good.
2 people on him. It's not the right time to sort of. And what the Lions need at the minute is probably some phases in the opposition half. They need to take a little bit of this sting out of what the Wallabies have brought.
That's a question. When is the ring walks for the Dubois?
Cheap one from Tommy Freeman there. He's been really good at that over the last 12 months. Not his best decision.
When is the ring walk?
Well, that just confirming the possession that Australia have had, and to have the territory to go with it. Now they have the points to go with it, more importantly.
So, for England in previous years, it's frustrated me that Farrell and Marcus Smith, they can't play together, and it seems Farrell gets the pick. I do much prefer Marcus Smith. I'm not saying he's on form, and I'm not saying he's necessarily the best player, but I do prefer... Oh, Jesus, Aussies. I do like Marcus Smith. I do.
Home side have got to try and make the Lions feel really tense. Gibson Park keeping them ticking still.
Shanice, the Crystal Palace situation. At the end of the day, Parrish and co. They knew the rules for the competition. They knew the rules. They didn't sort those problems out in time, and therefore it's tough luck to them. And it's probably better they're in the Conference League, try and win that, and then get in the Europa League. Two European competitions for 2 years.
Keenan's calling on this near side. It's a penalty underneath the post.
Are we going to get another Lions try? Advantage still. Play it back.
They've lost another chance to score a try, but given the gap at the moment, and given that's a freebie 3, you'd surely take it, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Every day of the week. Every single day of the week you take 3 points.
Coming up 73.
I think what we've seen for the last 73 minutes, I think they'll tap and go.
Wallabies must down the line.
Shot called, Raj. It just kills the game, obviously.
It does kill the game. Aussies are not coming back into this, are they?
Was long decided a long time ago.
I admire the aggression, though. Admire it.
But I do think this 3 points does, you know, yes, the Lions will be disappointed.
And there you go. Hale will be happy if Marcus Smith gets himself a few points.
Into it, but it's all about winning the first test for them, and this 3 points gets it over the line. They'll have to be better next week because of what Australia will bring back. But clearly going into next week off the back of a win, getting it done, taking the pressure off is a little bit better.
Yeah, but also I think too.
Come on, Marcus. Straight through the post.
I don't think they lose any sleep because players coming back need a game or two to get up to the pitch of these games.
9:30 on air next week. Second test.
Boom. MCG in next game. MCG next game. Oh, man. I'm not sure if MCG should be the venue for... Not sure if MCG should be venue for one of these rugby union games because oval pitches for a rectangular sport, I just think kills the atmosphere.
The best line-out thrower. He's got all his nuts and bolts, but adds all the X factor on top. Truly world-class player.
.74.5. Just over 5 minutes to play, and it is a fairly convincing win. Australia's had moments. That's it.
Alex Mitchell now on.
We've got over 1,100 of you in here. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. I want at least 500 likes. Come on, help me out, guys. It'll only take you a second.
Good take by Wright. And Wilson, he's kicked well before, and he's trying to kick well again here.
Not quite.
I tell you what, he's put some good kicks in tonight, hasn't he? Fair play to him. This is what they've needed a little bit earlier in the game, though. Some of those transition periods where they could bring Tom Wright into play, and the Lions have been disciplined, they've been accurate, they've kicked superbly well, and they just haven't allowed Australia any of these sort of transition periods. So you have to say well done, Lions, but like I said, that possession stat in the second half will be a cause of concern.
No complacency, that's for sure, going into the second test week. Australia will have the chance to bring back 2 or 3 injured players.
Conan has made all his teammates.
I tell you, yeah, what, like the bloody, won it like the Ashes or whatever it was. We were going to win, rain calls it off, and then all of a sudden it's a draw.
Jorgensen, he has looked a threat. Real handful.
Oh, that could be yellow card.
Itoje going in and the ball going forward. It's been called as just part of the tackle, that knock on.
I saw a good contest, balls at the back, both went down.
Just feels a little bit flat, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like it's the end of a
I agree. The energy has sort of gone, hasn't it?
For the start of a huge series, it just feels like almost almost like the crowd were kind of
The energy has gone.
respectable in terms of the
With
score.
3 minutes left, it's done, obviously. We know it's done, but
Just feels like there's more to come from this Lions team. Certainly needs to be more to come from this Wallabies team in terms of their continuity and the way that they play and organisation-wise. But just does feel like a little bit of a flat feeling towards the end of this game.
go. Come on, Aussies need to get playing, don't they? They need to get playing just to get something back. So there's a little bit of speed that I was talking about right at the start. Potentially the Aussies had that speed on the wings, gaining that territory. We've got just over 2 minutes remaining. Nice play. One more. Unfortunately, there's a... Oh, he squeezed through. Whoa. Nice little play by the Aussies. Some good little passing work going on there. And now sitting just outside the Lions' try line.
He really has. Tizano also. And they are going for another, and
They got it. They got it. Shame it's too late, but they did get another try. They will certainly take that, won't they? So, they're going to be taking the loss. They are going to be eating the loss. Hello. They're going to be taking the loss in this first test. However, maybe positive work for the next game. Maybe. They certainly may give us a tougher test in the next game.
Good score from McDermott. He's looked good, really good. Brought pace to the game. He said he was going to be
With just over a minute left, the score is 19-27.
Just how important are those 3 points, Rog?
I just think life has sort of gone now for Lions. I think they've got over the line and just thought, okay, we're done now.
Long before my time, I think, was it Clive Woodward who said 60 seconds is an awful long time in sport. You can win a World Cup in 60 seconds, you can win a Test Series in 60
Well, they're not going to win the bloody game in this 60 seconds, are they? One minute left. The Aussies are pinned well in their own half.
McDermott stopped. Needs to be close to that other line, down the other end of the field. Somehow.
Certainly much better, though, from the Aussies, isn't it? Much better. Let's hope they can give this at least in the next game. Just to make it more competitive, more exciting. It's more points than I thought the Aussies would get, so that's a positive for them. Ten seconds remaining.
Up comes Bundyaki to put the pressure on. They get away from Freeman brilliantly.
Oh.
Can't locate
2 seconds.
Will that be it?
There is the siren. Game over. They're having the line out for some reason.
Lions have a chance to finish with a flourish then.
Just about to say, I think this is quite important, actually. I think if they can score...
Please do hit that like button if you've enjoyed the stream. You've all had the opportunity to watch. I know it's small in the corner, but big screen, you're okay. I really do appreciate everyone. These are some of the biggest live streams I've ever done. We need more people watching. Subscribe so you join in the conversations. I want that conversation flowing the whole time. Ready for the second test. There we go. Line out to the Aussies. They win it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. There is certainly... There we go. Game over. There are certainly highs and lows from both teams. That's fine, Hale. I'm not an expert, buddy. What I'll do, I'll get either Gareth or another Gareth who are referees to join in so they've got the knowledge. I do not have all the knowledge. I am like the last 5 years. But I do love the game. So that's what I've got. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee. You can do a super chat, something, anything like that. And yeah, I'm glad to have everyone as well. Thank you, Titanium. Thank you. We're literally just here to enjoy it. That's what it's about. We're all enjoying the sports that we love, and that's what it's about. But thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate everyone being here. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff. And I am going to be heading off because I've got lawn bowls to go play. It's President's Day at the club. So that's it. I'm done. We've done enough. Lions did enough. There is work to be had. It was the opposite way round to what most of us thought, that we all thought the Aussies would die off after 60 minutes. That's when they started to peak, and it was actually the Lions that started drifting off. So really, really interesting how most of us were pretty wrong. But let's do a second test again, and we'll try and win as well. Thank you so much, Chris. That's really, really kind. 2,000, I assume that's one. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That is really, really kind of you. I'll see you all, hopefully, all on the next test match. Now I've got to find that awkward moment of finding the end string.